Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, this is Love No Limits. My name is Kay and here is your daily pick a card reading. This reading should give you some insight on what's going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So take a second, pause the video if need be to choose your pile. If you feel called to more than one pile, please feel free to check out both or all three. There may certainly be messages there for you. If these readings resonate with you, let me know down in those comments below. I would just love to hear them. Don't forget, my friends, even if you don't feel like saying anything, dropping a little rose down there really does go a long way. Also, if you wouldn't mind liking the video, if you like the video, of course, subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, okay? It always encourages more content in the future, and I would be oh so grateful. So, friends, this is going to be pile number 1, this is going to be pile number 2, and this is going to be pile number 3. As always, timestamps are located down below in that description box, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. What is up, pile number 1? Welcome to your reading, my friends. This is the daily reading. What will be occurring for you within your next 24 hours? So, today you guys have picked this separation card. This card is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and I will be reading you guys a short snippet from that guidebook. If you're not new here, you already know the drill. It's a perfect way to apply something straight from the text, straight into your daily lives. So, pile number 1. Separation is the great alchemical operation of the sword. It occurs when substances are pulled apart for higher good, either willingly or unwillingly. The fissure may take place suddenly, with a swift blow of the axe, or slowly over time with a dull blade. No matter how separation occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. Images of swords and knives, battles, rebellion, breakups, divorce, atom splitting, and are expressions of separation. The good news is that separation prepares the individual for a more conscious union down the line. It releases stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. This stage is a prerequisite for conjunction, union/love. Through the pain of separation, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn, we love the world. So yes, pile number 1, as you can see here based off of this passage, this card is all about differentiation, divide, or to cut away. One thing I also want to point out is in this deck, this is the second to last card, the last card being union. So pile number 1, for some of you, you may resonate with either 1, going through some sort of physical separation from something, okay? You could just be leaving a job you were very, very passionate about, because for some reason I'm being very called to this red jasper stone, and red jasper has everything to do with desire, right? Passion, okay? What helps us feel rooted as well. So pile number 1, you may be resonating with, perhaps you will be separated from some sort of job, okay? Perhaps you have a very close family member or a friend of yours that's moving far away. Perhaps you're going to be experiencing some sort of breakup, or you're in the midst of that. Take it how it resonates, but pile number 1, just keep in mind that whatever the situation may be, okay, I feel like it's like one of the last chapters in this book, okay, that you've been kind of holding on to for quite a while. So pile number 1, your first tarot card today is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, I usually get an energy of, passion, right? Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about passion, but she has a tendency to keep it quietly contained, kind of keep it on that down low. So pile number 1, you may resonate with whatever this is, meaning however this is resonating for you, kind of keeping it to yourself at this time. Okay, kind of not expressing exactly how you feel about this separation, if a physical or literal separation is occurring. So pile number 1, I'm definitely feeling an energy that you do have a lot of mixed emotions about this, okay? You do feel this even if you're not showing it. So pile number 1, your second tarot card today is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, right? It's all about our intuition, following our gut feeling. Whatever this separation is meaning for you, pile number 1, I feel like it's something you were called to do. Within your next 24 hours, it may come across your mind, okay, did I make the right choice? Is this worth it? The answer is going to be yes, okay? I feel like this is something you were guided to do, and you've done it for a reason, right? Everything we do in life is for a reason, and the reason is always for our highest good. So pile number 1, make sure you trust your decisions within the next 24 hours. One thing I want to point out too is the orientation of her body, right? It's very similar to the 2 birds on this card. So I'm definitely picking up that whatever the separation is, however this is resonating for you, pile number 1, trust your gut through this process. So your last tarot card today is the 6 of Beetles, which is the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles to me is all about giving back, right? Generosity. Like I was kind of picking up before, pile number 1, within your next 24 hours, I have a feeling that however this is resonating for you, you might be caught up in your headspace a lot, overthinking it. Be kind to yourself within your next 24 hours, okay? Trust your gut, trust your decision-making skills, right? Because the Queen of Wands knows what she's doing, okay? She's sitting on that throne for a reason. So pile number 1, make sure that you are giving to yourself at this time. This could be something as simple as self-care, okay? Make sure you're getting enough rest, rejuvenation, relaxation. Like with the red jasper stone, with the passion, this could pertain to some sort of hobby as well. If you feel called to leave something in order to pursue something else, give yourself that chance, right? So pile number 1, I have this last card here for you. This card is from the Dream Interpretation Oracle deck. It should give you some solid advice on how to move forward. So yeah, so pile number 1, you got number 6, travel. Like I was picking up before, okay, if this has to do with some sort of important person or yourself moving far away, whether it be permanent, okay, temporary, follow your heart. I also want to point out the number 6, okay, to me is a number about letting go. So perhaps within your next 24 hours, you don't have to travel far, okay, but perhaps this giving back, this self-care, this could have a lot to do with kind of taking yourself out of the environment you're in, out of the environment you've been overthinking in, right? This could be changing your scenery, even if it's just kind of like staying in a different room in your house versus the one you normally do. If you're going through a breakup with someone, right, and you live together, perhaps getting some time out of the house would help, okay? Take this how it resonates, pile number 1, but either way, within your next 24 hours, I'm definitely picking up a change of scenery for you guys, okay? And I feel like this change of scenery will help eliminate any overthinking about whatever this situation is. So pile number 1, God bless you, okay? You're gonna make it through this, right? Just keep in mind what I said before, the separation card occurs right before the union. So usually what happens is we need to get out of alignment in order to get back on track, okay? The tower needs to come down completely in order for something more stable, something more fulfilling, something more rewarding to be built back up. So trust the process, pile number 1. Anyways, I believe that's all I'm seeing in the cards for you guys today. Please let me know down in those comments below if the reading resonated. Even if you don't feel like saying anything, drop a rose down there. Okay, friends, it really does go a long way. So pile number 1, have a beautiful next 24 hours, my friends, and I'll catch you guys next time. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. This is the daily reading. What is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours. So I do want to point out, I have this book here, okay, and there's in big red letters, it says Forging Ahead. Okay, I'll actually show you really quick. So for some reason, my attention was called to this Forging Ahead. So pile number 2, within your next 24 hours, you guys may be pressing on with something here. But your card that you picked today This card is from the Alchemy, the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, and you guys picked Sun's Splendor. Beautiful card. Very 10 of Cupsy, I love it. So pile number 2, I will be reading you a short snippet from that guidebook, okay? If you're not new here, you already know the drill. It's a perfect way to take something straight from the text and apply it straight into your daily lives. So, pile number 2. Revel in the glory of Sun's splendor. There are several cards in the Alchemy deck that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effects of its radiance. Abundance, fulfillment, and altruism. Envision celebration and collaboration, but is it possible? In our complex worlds, the sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When sun's splendor arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that kindness and generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. Don't know where to start? Thank someone, then thank another person. Soon the alchemist finds they are not alone in their laboratory, and miracles arrive both small and large. Wow. Beautiful message. So pile number 2, as you can see based off of what we just read here, this card is all about generosity, health, and abundance. One thing I want to point out, in the text it said, one second, where is it? Here it is. It says, the sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. Very interesting, right? Because I was called to that forging ahead, the little forging ahead phrase on that book. So pile number 2, I'm definitely picking up for you within your next 24 hours. I feel like you guys are going to be pressing on with something, either pressing on with something, moving on with something, and I feel like you're going to be less focused on things like the past, okay? Less focused on things in the future, you know, getting anxious about the future, worrying about the future. I feel like within your next 24 hours, pile number 2, you guys are going to be 101% in the moment, okay? Within your next 24 hours, even if you don't feel like that, okay? You can make yourself feel like that, right? Look around you. What are you thankful for? Who are you thankful for? Okay, sometimes even me, myself, I forget how wonderful it is to have things like clean water, right? To have things like, if you know, a living space, a bed, okay? Not everyone has that. So pile number 2, I feel like within your next 24 hours, okay, it could be something like my little example. You could be giving thanks to the little things, or perhaps you will be, okay, going out of your way to compliment people, saying thank you, showing generosity, appreciation. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. So pile number 2, your first tarot card today is the Star. Beautiful energy. So the Star card to me is all about guidance, okay? It also is very positive. To me, the Star could show appreciation, not only in the outside world, but within themselves. So pile number 2, within your next 24 hours, you may be feeling more appreciative of yourself, okay? How far you're willing to go for the things that matter to you, right? Perhaps someone else will be appreciating you for how far you've come, or how far you would go for yourself or them. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Either way, the Star is also about guidance, right? I feel like within your next 24 hours, pile number 2, you guys are going to be feeling called, guided. You know how when you just wake up sometimes and you're just in a great mood? I'm definitely picking up that is kind of like the energy I'm tapping into right now. So pile number 2, yes, your second tarot card is the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, interesting how I was picking up that energy earlier about not like being, depressed about your past or anxious about your future. The 9 of Swords is all about anxiety, right? Nightmares, overthinking, worrying. This could literally be something keeping you up at night, or figuratively, okay? Take it how it resonates. However, I do want to point out that I feel like this is a past energy, okay? One thing I want to point out as well is the orientation, right? She's facing one way, and the star is kind of facing another way. So I feel like within your next 24 hours, pile number 2, you guys are going to be feeling some sort of shift of energy, a shift of perspective. Okay, perhaps you're going to be looking less in the future, right? Because it's the future that makes us worry, that gives us anxiety. And you're going to be focusing more on the present. So, whoops. Yeah, but this card really wants to stick. Did you guys see that? Yeah, whatever this Nine of Swords is representing for you guys, I feel like it really wants to stick here. But like I always say, whenever things really are persistent, you know, all those little, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Unfortunate little events that occur in a day, in my opinion, that's occurring because something big and beautiful is coming your way. And all those little anxieties, all those little worries, they're just merely distractions trying to take away the joy that you haven't experienced yet. So pile number 2, your last hero card today is the Six of Bees. Yeah. The Six of Bees is a card, or the Six of Swords, excuse me, is a card that's all about letting go. I feel like you guys are letting go. Again, we have the hand here and he's pointing to this Nine of Swords. You guys are letting go of your worries. You guys are letting go of your doubts, anxieties. Okay, perhaps you're nervous about something. This could be something that's coming up, right? I know it's around the graduation period for school. Okay, so perhaps you're nervous about something having to do with that. Okay, perhaps you're nervous about if you resonate with, you know, having a job. You put your 2 weeks in and you're very nervous about it. You're going to be starting something new. However this is resonating, pile number 2, I have a feeling that whatever this is that the Six of Swords is describing you're letting go of, it is for your highest good here, okay? Because, you know, stress and anxiety aren't really things that anyone likes to wake up to, right? Generally speaking. But yes, you guys are stepping into your own power. You're appreciating yourself. You're starting to appreciate the world around you. And overall, within your next 24 hours, I'm just sensing a beautiful vibe here. So pile number 2, I have this last card here for you. This should really give you some solid advice on how to move forward. Beautiful. So you guys have number 33, exceptionality. Interesting, because this card in particular speaks about kind of doing things a little unconventional, kind of going against the grain, doing something no one expected, right? No one's expecting this man right here to be lifting himself up, his whole body up with one finger. It's, a lot of people would look at it as impossible, right? However, however this reading is resonating for you, pile number 2, I feel like that's what you're kind of anxious about. I feel like you guys are tapping into something new, something unconventional, right? You could even if it's just thinking about it, okay? You don't have to be actually getting that job that you've always secretly wanted, okay? You never had the courage to actually go for it. This could just be I feel like for a lot of you, this could just be the stepping stones, right? I feel like you guys are leaving all this anxiety, the worrying, the self-doubt talk out the door, and you guys are embracing something unconventional. Be bold. That is your advice for the next 24 hours. So pile number 2, what a beautiful, beautiful reading, my friends. I feel like your next 24 is going to be absolutely lovely. So pile number 2, have an amazing next 24 hours, my friends, and I'll catch you guys next time. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading today, my friends. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my tea really quick. Wow, that is wonderful. Okay. This is the daily reading, pile number 3. What is going to be occurring for you within your next 24 hours? So today, you guys actually have 2 cards. Ta-da! So I am just going to read the top one, okay, and give you some background on the card. Perhaps there's something you can personally resonate with or take out of. So, pile number 3, resin. Resin is a miraculous material. It offers both stability and transparency. For centuries, sculptors and archivists have used it to capture an object in time and place. preserving it for observation or adoration. Envision a delicate insect or flower suspended in a paperweight, such as the alchemical energy of resin. Its qualities are protective, sealing, and hardening. When this card appears, there is a holding that is occurring, either literally or psychically. While well-intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate preservation of that which is most valued, a return to what's been lost. Interesting. So pile number 3, as you can see here, or here, this card was all about holding, adhering, and surrounding. One thing I do want to, point out here is the second sentence. It says, it offers both stability and transparency, which is interesting, right? Because the second card you guys have is the moon here. So this card mostly talks about things like illusions, right? It has a lot to do with cycles, which is interesting because I'm seeing a lot of, the circles. We have a circle in the moon, we have a little bead right here, and this resin has like almost ripples to it. So I feel like for you, pile number 3, you may resonate with, within your next 24 hours, something that was once foggy becoming more transparent, okay? And perhaps as a result of that, I'm picking up for some of you, you may feel like you need to adopt this resin energy, with the hardening, protecting yourself both literally and psychically. So pile number 3, I'm definitely picking up an energy of, like I just said, something being brought to light, okay? Something being more transparent within your next 24 hours. But let's take a deeper look here. So pile number 3, you guys have the 3 of discs, which is the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is all about recognition, okay? This card is all about positive recognition, particularly for something that you've mastered here. This could be a craft of some sort. This could be a job well done in whatever it is you do for your job, occupation, etc. Take it how it resonates, but overall I'm picking up an energy that within your next 24 hours, pile number 3, you guys are going to be recognized for something, either by someone else, or perhaps you will be doing the recognizing. Perhaps you will be recognizing whatever it is that's been kind of foggy to you. Interesting. So pile number 3, your second tarot card is the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is an energy of juggling, right? Not really knowing where to go with something. So pile number 3, I'm definitely picking up, like I was saying before, something being foggy, right? Once was foggy and now is being cleared up, and it's kind of putting you on a standstill, on a hold. That's describing 100% this 2 of Pentacles energy here. I feel like you guys are going to be kind of like going back and forth when it comes to either, your options in something, how to handle a situation, right? For example, if this 3 of Pentacles is talking about someone recognizing you, right, for your work or your craft, perhaps you're a little unsure on how to take it. You're a little unsure if they provide you with some sort of deal or something. Perhaps you're a little unsure at this time on which way you want to go with this. Interesting. Either way, I'm definitely, like I kept picking up before with that resin card, something's being paused, okay? Something is being paused for the time being here. So pile number 3, your last tarot card is the 8 of Pentacles, which is the 8 of Beetles. So the 8 of Pentacles. This card is all about valuing yourself and the skills you have to offer, right? The 8 of Pentacles is about perfecting something. Interesting, right? Because we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about perfecting your craft. A lot of Pentacles here too. So pile number 3, for the most of you, I have a feeling that however this reading is resonating, this could have to do with how you generate income, right? Your finances, what you do, your occupation, your job, right? Pile number 3, with the 8 of Pentacles coming out, I feel like for some of you, you guys could be offered some sort of apprenticeship here. okay, some sort of internship role here to learn more about what you're into. Very cool stuff. So pile number 3, overall, I feel like this is a generally positive reading. Okay, I just feel like for some of you, there may be, within your next 24 hours, there may be a lot of news coming your way about a particular opportunity, a particular situation, and you just may not know how to handle it. And that's completely fine, right? Take your time when making whatever this decision is, if you need to make one here. Don't rush anything because, you know, time is always the best medicine, okay? Just remember to not overthink it, because if this is a general opportunity to, you know, refine your skills, get recognized, you don't want to miss it, right? Okay, so pile number 3, I have this last card here for you guys today. This should really give you some solid advice on how to move forward and kind of show you or advise you where your focus should be at this time. So you guys have number 25, Mountain. I love this card. So this card is all about overcoming that mountain, right? Overcoming that obstacle. But I want to point out, this man wears the sunflower hat here. He is embracing this challenge with an open state of mind. Like I was picking up before, I feel like you're being advised here, pile number 3, to be open to new opportunities, no matter how scary they may seem. One thing I also want to point out here is all the fog, right? The fog, right, with the moon card, okay? Something may be a little foggy. Perhaps you guys are a little worried, or you can't really see the end goal yet. Climb the mountain anyways, my friends. You will be surprised on what you find when you get to that top. So pile number 3, what a beautiful reading, my friends. Whatever this opportunity is, I just heard the word life-changing in my mind. So, you know, weigh out your options here. You know, decide what is best for you, of course, but don't shy away from something just because it seems hard. Okay, my friends, that's the point. That's the whole point of this. The most challenging adventures we embrace become the most rewarding ones at the end, I promise you. So pile number 3, what a beautiful reading, my friends. Have a great next 24 hours, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.